Right, so we've done all that we can on the boat of the Basingstoke Canal.
Yeah, this is the end of it.
Yeah. End of navigation of
Yeah.
narrowboats. You can go up to the tunnel, porthole, in a canoe or a boat. Little boat. Not like Chesterfield in that way, because Chesterfield you can go up to the tunnel and reverse back.
Yeah.
But you can't with this one. I guess it's way too shallow. But there is still a little bit to see past the Greywell Tunnel. Just a little few hundred yards. But after that, there's nothing left because it goes under the M3 about 3 times.
About 3 times it goes under.
It's all built over. So sadly, that's it. But we're going to have a little look on foot now at the rest. Because we only walked the tunnel before. So we've seen the tunnel, but we haven't gone over. I think the tunnel was about just over 1,000 yards. It's not too long. It's collapsed, of course, and now it's home to bats. But anyway, let's go have a look.
Nosy and see what it looks like.
The rest of the Basingstoke. So this is the Basingstoke Canal, of course. Now we're here at Greywell Tunnel. The green represents the 5 miles abandoned section into Basingstoke. Now originally the canal was supposed to go to Newbury, believe it or not, and that canal would have been called the Berks and Hants Canal. This link was actually proposed 3 times, 1793, 1810, and the route was even surveyed in 1824 by John Rainey. But following oppositions from landowners, it was eventually rejected by Parliament. And the 3rd time is, well now really, they've proposed this route now, but I don't think that's ever going to get built. Today me and Mum will be walking over the Greywell Tunnel so we can get to an abandoned section the other side, which is mostly intact still with bridges and a little bit of water, even a little arm, and maybe an old narrowboat stuck forever on the other side of the Greywell Tunnel. You may be wondering, what about the rest into Basingstoke? Well, sadly, not much at all exists of that now. It's been lost to time and lack of care for heritage. Believe it or not, this was actually dredged in 1987. That's how quick it takes for sediment to build back up. But the reason it was dredged is because it was to clear the spring heads to improve water supply, as this is one of the only places the canal can get any water, funny enough, through springs. The sad thing though is Greywell Tunnel was never supposed to be in the first place. The canal route was supposed to be 44 miles instead of the 31 it is today. There was going to be a large loop around Greywell Hill to the north. The loop cut through the grounds of Tyleney Hall, owned by the Earl of Tyleney, and he objected to this route. So he didn't want this canal running through his land, so unfortunately they had to cut through Greywell Hill and make a tunnel. Thanks to that guy, no one can ever make it to Basingstoke on the canal ever again. And to think there could have been miles and miles of more contour canal. What a shame. So the last person and boat to ever go through this tunnel was probably Mr. A.J. Harmsworth, who actually owned the canal at one point. Having left Ash Vale with 10 tons of sand on the 16th of November 1913, it finally arrived at Basingstoke Wharf in February 1914. That's how bad of a state the canal was in at that point. The tunnel was fine for another 18 years until it collapsed in 1932. You see, the first 800 yards of the tunnel are in stable chalk, but beyond this point it goes through clay, and this is where the collapse happened. But oftentimes we never know how this actually happens. What we do with this one. Now there was 5 ponds built above the tunnel on land, and what had happened, a tree collapsed onto the pond, which then somehow fell through the tunnel, and when it landed it was still upright, probably in there still to this day. What's funny though is the tunnel was actually navigable until the 1950s because there was a small gap you could actually get through with a canoe. But then another collapse happened and the tunnel was shut completely. Now the tunnel would actually be pretty cheap to repair, but when they discovered that there was bats hibernating in there in 1995, the site was declared a site of special scientific interest. But the original towpath does exist, which is what we're walking on now, as the tunnel did not have a towpath. This was the route that the horses would have been taken to go over the other side. might could. So that was the old portal. I think it's collapsed. Can't see a light at the end of the tunnel.
Put your light on. You can see water there. It's a very...
Well, we made it to the other side of the Greywell Tunnel,
Yeah.
and I'll tell you what, I don't think this is the portal. We're actually standing in the portal where the portal should have been. I can see a bit of brickwork there actually.
Yeah.
So this is where the portal, yeah, see brickwork here?
Yeah.
This is where the portal was, and what we're standing on here, you're standing on bricks,
Yeah.
is where the portal should have been. What's happened is the portal's collapsed, and that's why we're not at the same level as the canal, because
The canal's down there.
yeah, we're actually standing on the remains of the portal,
Yeah.
which is collapsed unfortunately.
This was obviously where
Mm.
your tripod is where the canal would have been. Probably, or even lower probably.
Yeah, so we made it to the other side, and at least we can see it, because some canal tunnels
Yeah, you can't
no
see the
evidence.
other end.
like the Hereford and Gloucestershire, God. I don't-
Sapperton was quite good.
Oh,
'cause-
Southampton is beautiful, both
yeah,
ends.
yeah, both ends. That's really
That's
nice.
sadly collapsed in the middle as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, wow, it is a cool site. Let's explore the rest. Into here.
Yeah.
Yeah, boats going along recently. So we've made it to the old junction here, because this is where a little arm went off.
Nappy Brickworks.
Yeah. And old Brickworks is down here. Didn't run for very long. Heard the guy got in a lot of trouble because he made some faulty bricks. But down here, no, I don't think we'll be able to see it.
I think there's too much water in it.
I saw it in Paul Whitewick's video. He came down here in 2022 during the droughts,
Yeah.
and he could see an old wooden barge down here, built in the 1830s to 1850s, that has been converted to steam as well.
Yeah, it was an old steam boat. Really beautiful to see, but I think the water's too high.
Although the engine has been preserved in a museum in Gloucestershire.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll have a little look, see if we can see it. Didn't. Looks a little bit we're going to be able to see. This little arm is actually 100 years newer than the original canal, because this was built in 1898 down to a little brickworks, and they made about 2 million bricks which were transported on the canal. However, the quality of the bricks was not very good, and they went into liquidation in 1901 and closed in 1908, which was really the last trade of the canal. We got to this last bridge here, and unfortunately we couldn't go any further because, of all things, my phone was about to run out of battery, so I couldn't film anymore. So we had to head back here, but it only went for a few hundred more yards before it got to a road, and that was pretty much it. Everything else is gone.
Welcome back, guys. We've been stuck here 3.5 months. It's now October.
Feels like October. Yeah, we were here one night.
I don't know how warm it is. I think it's about 12 degrees.
It's like 12 degrees, I think, today.
I know, maybe even cooler.
So ridiculous. And we're trying to fight the rain.
Yeah, it's windy as well, and it just feels like autumn.
But we only stayed there one night.
There are several reasons, really. No, yeah, that's why I'm recording now. So when we got here, obviously that boat came at the locks with us, came and moored behind us.
Yeah,
they got a
lovely
cat as
couple.
well. They said, oh yeah, don't want to moor near you because we don't want to mix the cats together. But they had to, sort of, because there's no house to moor. Anyway, so a little while later, we were sat in
About
there.
3:30, wasn't it?
We've seen the massive trip boat come up, and the guy comes along and,
Knock, knock, knock.
hello, anyone home? Anyone home? Okay, so Mum opens the door and then
I go out and he said, oh, we haven't got all the people on the boat want to have a look at the castle. We haven't got anywhere to. Can we come alongside you? And they go across the bow.
like
I said, oh.
50 people go across the bow.
Yeah, there's about 50 people in there, and I said, oh, so we're not really happy about that. So he just storms off, and I come in the boat. But
Yeah, because we've got the cats out as well.
and the thing
And if
is,
the cats are
it's-
going along, they can get on their boat.
and like I rang Andy about it, and I said, should I let? He said, no. He said, because of insurance purposes as well. They shouldn't be letting people walk across. But maybe I'm a bit unkind. I don't know, but I just didn't like the thought of 50
It's your
people.
home.
We're walking over,
It's your
and
fault.
then when they come back, they have to walk back over.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether they managed to moor up and.
But
drop
we're
people off,
gone now,
but-
so they can have that room. 'Cause apparently the visitor mooring is now the stop-off point for the trip boat as well. So
We don't really
don't
want.
say that.
We don't really want it again today, to be perfectly honest.
No.
And it's very busy there. So we're going to go
It is,
to a quieter spot. And also we've been told by the Canal Centre that we should be able to get a pump out of Galleon
Canal
or
Marine,
something.
yeah. Where the
So
high base
hopefully,
is and
fingers crossed.
Is it?
Whether we
I
can
don't
get
know
in
what
or
it
not.
is. But yeah, so we're going to head down there this morning. I'm not actually going to be recording a lot. This ain't going to be like a main cruise because we just did this yesterday.
Yeah.
But what this is going to be instead is going to be like what I usually do in these situations when there's a stoppage or something. I usually just record several clips over a week or so, and then put it into one big video.
Yeah.
So I'll record a little bit of this cruise, us getting the pump out of that and getting to spot anything interesting I see along the way. I'll record, but yeah,
But it's all the same, guys, that you've seen like the last
My-
vlog.
my storages are full. I have no space left whatsoever.
Oh.
And 4 hours of GoPro footage on the front is 113 gigabytes. So
I think
takes a lot of room.
At the moment, Josh is on 3 a week, but I think he's going to go back down to 2 a week, aren't he?
yeah,
Just in case we do get stopped,
yeah.
'cause otherwise he's going to run out of footage.
All right, let's go.
Basingstoke Canal, that's the. Yeah, about 50 people.
Oh dear.
We'll have them all out, mate.
Just went past the marina.
Yeah, we've gone past, guys, because it aren't.
The canoe club about to come out.
The canoe club's about to come out, so there's about
There's
20 people there.
More than that, I think.
And it's very, very awkward to get in there. The guys just shouted, so I'll do it for you if you want. I said, no, that's not a problem. The trouble is, it's a bit, It's alright if no one's there, but if people are watching you, it's a bit. It doesn't worry me really, but Josh doesn't like it, do you? Being watched.
No, because it's an extremely hard manoeuvre to do that.
Yeah, it's really hard manoeuvre, and I think is we'll see if we're stuck. If we're stuck on here, what we'll do is come back, and I think it'll be a lot easier to get in from going this way.
Yeah.
And the manoeuvre will be a lot easier, I think.
If we're not stuck, then we get one at Pryford.
Yeah, get one at Pryford. Pyrford. I don't know.
Pyrford, I think it is actually. Oh, anyway. Saturdays.
Oh.
Close. We attempted to Wildmoor.
Yeah, it's
Again.
a beautiful spot, but just we can't get in. We're grounded.
Yeah, I mean that's
We're
as
stuck right out.
close as we can get in.
Trip boat comes by.
Hmm.
Yeah, they might not be able to get by.
So it failed.
So we tried. And you got that back. Imagine that 7 o'clock in the morning. Which probably would happen, John. Hello.
It's 12:30, isn't it?
Yeah, late.
I can't believe it, guys. We've been hit by a shower in the same exact spot last time, but
It
it's
wasn't.
not quite as heavy at the
No,
moment.
not quite as heavy. Watch your space, it's coming. It comes.
Same spot. Unbelievable.
I don't think it's quite so hard, but I don't know. Oh God.
Lovely summer. in another way, it's like the Chesterfield one. We had a terrible summer
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
Chesterfield. Right.
Here we go.
All fun and games. All fun and games.
Oh, God, if I covered you, it's easy. It's not very easy, is it? Need a bigger thing.
Jesus, this is worse than yesterday, isn't it?
I don't know, about the same, I think. My legs are getting wet though. I think the trouble is we've got wind today, Josh, so it's a bit hard to keep dry.
Oh God. The Basingstoke has no problems with water this year.
No, definitely not. The last 2 years we haven't been able to go on here because of water.
No, last year we didn't even come down this area.
Oh, no. Yeah, we tried 3 times.
Canoeists are taking cover under the bridge now we've ruined it.
It's
a welcome sight. The moorings. Oh my God. Hey guys, you right? Just enjoying the lovely weather. Oh my God! I gotta get in! it's supposed to be the day we were taking Nan and Grandad out. It's quite a nice day. But, Dad is at Tim and Sue's, our lovely subscribers who are like family to us, really.
Yeah, they are like family. They've really been fantastic, you guys. And I have to thank Sue.
Yeah.
He looks right at home. Sue sent me a photograph of him looking out the hatch. So I think he'll be putting his rod out today, doing a bit of fishing, because the van's already at the garage. So, but I think Dad was having a bit of problems with the gears or something.
I don't know what's happened to the van now, but something else has decided to break on it. I just cannot believe our luck.
The trouble is we can't afford to get another van, so we just got to. And the thing is, it's only done 90,000 miles, so
It's
it's
just
very low mileage.
everything seems to be original on there.
When we get it, everything seems to break, doesn't it?
Everything's breaking now, so I don't know what's happened to the gearbox now,
No worries.
or the clutch,
Hopefully.
or the clutch thrust.
Yeah.
But I think Tim's going to try and find out what the problem is today as well.
Yeah.
Because otherwise Dad's going to be stuck up there.
He's going to do the handbrake thing, isn't he? I think.
Oh, yeah.
Once they they have to go in the garage to get the machine to take something off at the back. I don't know. I'm not mechanical.
The backing rope stuck
so-
on. And
And
yeah,
also, I think Dad's going to get the garage to do the tie rods or something.
he might do, yeah.
Yeah.
But
So we might have some news later.
yeah.
Hopefully everyone had a lovely Father's Day yesterday. Happy Father's Day to
A
all.
month ago or 6 weeks ago.
I'm always behind, always do things like that.
But we might have some news today about whether we're going to be stuck on here for
Yeah.
whether we have to get off today, or whether we're stuck on here for a couple of months, or whether we're stuck on here for half a year.
Because that was
Don't
a
know.
lovely spot back there. I would have liked to stay in a couple of days there, really. Lovely and quiet. It was a bit. No, it was a bit busy yesterday, but Sundays is always busy, isn't it, John?
Yeah. Oh, I did actually manage to fly my drone, as you saw. And I'm in between like a little slot of air zones here. And, so I could just about
Yeah,
fly.
because there's so many like airports and things around here.
Yeah. But we're going to cruise all the way to Ashlock today. So that means we're not going underneath the low bridges again. So Ashlock, there's a visitor mooring there on the offside with a water point on it. They're just fingers crossed. The boat
Fingers
that
crossed
came out
no
with us
one's
not
on there.
Yeah. I think they might be going to the Canal
Yeah,
Centre.
the lady and man, the lovely couple, they were behind us at Odderham Castle. They went past us yesterday, so they might be on it.
Also had trip boat go by as well. Trip boats on this canal.
Yeah, little day boat.
If you want to take a trip on it, you can hire the boat from the marina down there.
It is
Whatever.
beautiful. It is well worth it. It's lovely.
Anyway, no locks. We just have to cruise. I don't know how many miles. I'm gonna say 8, maybe 9. So let's go.
It books 500 quid, it's fine. There's not many places.
There's an artist. Well, look at this, the size of this
Oh my
fish.
God.
There's a pike in it.
It looks like it.
Huge bloated pike.
What the Josh?
So we'd literally just seen the other boat who came up the locks with us.
Yeah, I think they've just come
I think
off
they
of
just set
here.
off of there. Yeah.
They'll probably, I reckon they'll go to the canal centre.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
What about it? Excuse how... Oh, I've just had
If you're wondering why I just suddenly stopped, because I had to slam it in reverse because some guy didn't move his
didn't
line.
use his fishing rod, and he can see us. We're 70 foot long, for God's sake.
And
He goes like that
He nods
to me.
his head. He nods his
goes like
head
that
like
to
it's
me.
our fault. What?
Jesus
I think
Christ.
boats have priority, don't they, over anglers?
Yeah, but he goes like this with his eyes. I said, I think you can see us.
I couldn't hear you, he said. Well, go like this, mum, to your ear. Go like that. Anyway, what I was saying is, the other people came up the locks with us. They've just taken off. Oh my God!
That's the thing. He's just had one boat go by, and he's probably not happy. And how many boats are on here, John? How many boats come on this canal?
At the moment, there's only like 2.
We don't mind fishermen. Andy's a fisherman. We don't mind.
Why are you
fishermen.
blaming me?
But you know, it's just laughable, isn't it? Have you heard anything yet?
We're moored up on the offside,
Yeah,
as you can
nice,
see.
yeah.
Parking over there. Maybe think, how are we going to get over? See, we've got no access. What we might have to do, we might have to get the tender out. Get the dinghy out just so we can cross. We'll see how long we're here. Caught up with the boat that came up the lock with us. They're going down to the canal centre now. But we're going to wait and see what happens first. I mean, hopefully the locks can be repaired or temporarily fixed so we can get through today or tomorrow. Just going to fill up on water now. It's only 24-hour mooring here,
It's
but
coming through, is it?
yes, it just takes a while. Put down the hose, I think. Yeah.
Ba-ba-da.